Ever wondered which states in the US have the highest levels of corruption? It's a question that unveils a troubling issue. Corruption, a plague that erodes society, stifles economic growth and undermines democracy. Today, we're counting down the top 5 most corrupt states in America. Our rankings are based on a mix of elements: bribery, embezzlement, and government fraud, among others. So brace yourselves as we dive into the 5th most corrupt state in the US. Coming in at number 5, we have Pennsylvania. When we talk about corruption in Pennsylvania, 2 major instances certainly stand out. First, we have the conviction of former state treasurer Rob McCord, who confessed to trying to leverage his position for campaign contributions. A stark reminder of how power can be misused even at the highest levels of state government. Next, we have the infamous Kids for Cash scandal that shocked the nation. 2 judges were found guilty of accepting money in return for imposing harsh adjudications on juveniles to increase the occupancy at for-profit detention centers. This appalling misuse of the justice system for personal gain has left a lasting stain on Pennsylvania's reputation. These events, among others, have led to Pennsylvania's unfortunate ranking as the 5th most corrupt state. Pennsylvania, with its rich history, from the Liberty Bell to the birthplace of the Constitution, unfortunately stands as the 5th most corrupt state. Moving on, the 4th most corrupt state is Illinois. Many of us remember the headlines when 4 of the state's last 7 governors were convicted on charges of corruption. The halls of power in Illinois have been mired in scandal, casting a long shadow over the state's reputation. Names like Rod Blagojevich, who tried to sell a Senate seat, or George Ryan, found guilty of racketeering, conspiracy and fraud, have become notorious symbols of Illinois' struggle against corruption. Yet it's not just the past that haunts Illinois. The state continues to grapple with corruption today, with the ongoing investigation of House Speaker Michael Madigan serving as a stark reminder. These high-profile cases are just the tip of the iceberg. They've not only tarnished the state's reputation but have also undermined public faith in its institutions. Corruption in Illinois goes beyond a few bad apples, reflecting systemic issues that need addressing. And with that, Illinois secures the 4th spot on our list. Next up, we have Louisiana, the 3rd most corrupt state. This southern gem is known for its vibrant culture, jazz music, and unfortunately, a rich history of corruption. One notable case from the recent past is that of former New Orleans Mayor Ray Nagin, who was convicted on 20 counts of bribery, money laundering, and other forms of corruption. A story that sent shockwaves through the state's political landscape. But it's not just politics where corruption has reared its ugly head. The sports scene has had its share of scandals too. Take for instance the Louisiana State University basketball program, which was thrown into turmoil following allegations of bribery and misconduct. These instances of corruption have not only tarnished the state's reputation but have also significantly impacted its ranking. From the political offices to the basketball courts, corruption seems to have seeped into many corners of Louisiana life. And so Louisiana takes the 3rd place in our countdown. And now, the final 2, Mississippi and New Mexico. We turn our attention to Mississippi, a state tarnished by corruption. The Department of Corrections scandal, a notorious case, exposed the extent of the rot. It revealed a web of bribery and kickbacks that led to the conviction of the former Corrections Commissioner Christopher Epps. Mississippi's corruption woes don't stop there. The former mayor of Jackson, Frank Melton, was also embroiled in controversy. Despite his promise to clean up the city, he found himself facing federal charges for civil rights violations. Let's venture westward to New Mexico. This state has seen its fair share of scandal too. Former Secretary of State Diana Duran was found guilty of embezzlement, converting campaign funds for personal use. The scandal shook New Mexico to its core, revealing the extent of political corruption within the state's highest ranks. But the corruption didn't stop at the state capitol. It seeped into the University of New Mexico's athletic department. A probe into the department revealed financial mismanagement and questionable spending practices, further tarnishing the state's reputation. These 2 states, Mississippi and New Mexico, serve as stark reminders of the corruption that can fester within our democratic system. Their stories underscore the importance of transparency, accountability, and the rule of law. And there we have it, Mississippi and New Mexico standing as the 1st and 2nd most corrupt states in the US respectively. Corruption, a term that echoes through the halls of these states, leaving a trail of distrust and disillusionment in its wake. We've journeyed together through Pennsylvania, Illinois, Louisiana, Mississippi, and New Mexico, unmasking the unsightly face of corruption in each. The call for transparency and integrity in government has never been louder. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, stay informed, stay vigilant, stay